team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Badgers will put total leather and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Penn State's offense will have the football first. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the...
Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll give it to the back. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to throw. It's McKee. Zings it complete to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The big fullback's got it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. There he goes! And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Here we go.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start off offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Scanning the field, it's McKee. Right on the money. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. The give to the fullback. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. They'll go to the air. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
And the Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw, it's McKee. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Pushes for the goal line. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Badgers offense will get the ball for the first time. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that dude.
No, and I don't think you have to all of a sudden panic and all of a sudden reinvent your playbook offensively. You just got to execute better, and you got to give him more opportunities. I think that was one of the biggest problems their last game out. They just didn't throw it his way enough. That has to change today. He should be targeted really early in this game.
They'll try to get it through the air. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's McKee. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Going to swing it on second down. They've got the screen set up. Still running at the 40. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll try the run.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the ground. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. The give to the tailback. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Now, a fourth down.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Quarterback keeper. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, I don't think the defense defense was expecting one on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's McKee. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Let's go, let's go.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds him out of the backfield. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those, so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the fullback. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's why this guy's a good, strong safety. You've got to be able to affect the running game. You've got to be able to play in the box close to the line of scrimmage and make tackles. That time, good stop on the fullback.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
Charcoal, charcoal, charcoal.
Back to pass, it's McKee. Can't make the catch, it's incomplete, and that drop might have cost them a big play on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Quick completion on the out.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game, and how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. Long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. calls his own number. Got the first down and more. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
When you come out and the run game works right away, everybody gets confidence, everybody's happy, and the whole playbook now is open for everybody to use.
The Nittany Lions are flying down the field.
Here we go, here we go.
They go to the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Set.
Back to pass, it's McKee. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
The lone back's got it. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Ready.
On the move. Got some room under the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Baylor is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was chanting "sick 'em" in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 14 to Colorado. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on. Turning it on! Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Badgers want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Quickly to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Good pick pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Power football with the run.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's McKee. Gets it out quickly. Looking for room at the 40. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Gonna run it. It's Hussein. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Gonna take a shot. Snatches it on the right. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's got his man. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Badgers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Badger! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Handoff to the single running back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
He'll bring it out. It's Fortner. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision.
There he goes! Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Badgers headed quickly to the line. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Punts it out of the air. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. To the air on 1st down. finds the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
I tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevell to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot. You're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots, but it won't be an off.
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. UCLA dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss.
Gets it past the marker.
Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to pass. It's McKee. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
They just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go, set.
They'll ride the hot hand. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Dropping back, it's McKee. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Leaves it with the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Banner! Banner!
Running back searching for a hole. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down.
What a great job by the wide receiver getting the first down. We all see it, right? We're watching TV, we see the yellow line, you're like, don't you get to the first down. Great job knowing where the first down was, putting his head down, getting the first down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on first and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. To the air, it's McKee. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! They take the lead with the 6.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quick strike complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Badgers want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Badgers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Number 18.
This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Handoff to the lone back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Second down coming up. To the air, it's McKee. Fakes to grab. Open space at the 25. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff, it's Hussein. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught on the outside, it's O'Leary. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Worked his way out across the 35, got it up to the 37-yard line, but still a little bit short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Got the quick pass. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking to throw, it's McKee. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. The Badgers are in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's McClung. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He unleashes a long one. Hauls in the deep ball. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin! They move on top here in the 4th. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off of you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Colorado. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll take it himself. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here and stay on the field.
He's got him. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those.
Turning it on! They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Boy, I really wasn't expecting a run there. Most teams in that situation look for the quick pass to pick up the first down.
No doubt, because you drop your quarterback, you can throw the ball really quickly, or he can take off and run the football. So a little bit more one-dimensional when you run the football, but if you do it successfully, it works. If nobody says anything, everybody's happy.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The running back has it. Got the first down and more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Badgers will hustle to the line.
And that was way too easy for this offense. Defense is about leverage. It's about caging things and keeping it inside, not letting it get to the perimeter. They let that ball get outside with a guy that has speed. Next thing you know, first down.
To the air on second down. And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Here's the handoff. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. How about that play by the strong safety? Made sure his responsibility was covered and then just went and made a play.
Sometimes it's freestyling, right? Sometimes coaches will get a little bit upset, but they don't get near as upset when I get the guy on the ground. They're okay with that, but I'm spinning down. I'm playing close to the line of scrimmage as a strong safety. I see the quarterback. I got to make sure if I do go to him, I better get that sucker and I better wrap him up and I better tackle him.
They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it will be a 60-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Quarterback